Hey everyone, welcome to IproLogicFX.com. Again, one of our tutorial training videos. We have about 4 or 5 on our channel, and certainly you can access them through our website. The IproNeurx is a state-of-the-art program that really is amazing and can win you hundreds of dollars per day and certainly thousands per week. In this specific video, we're going to use the 6 lines. That's the one thing that we did not show pretty much on the other videos. We have them involved in all parameters or all fields, or you can select them as part of multiple fields. But this time we're just going to use the 6 line and showing you, for those of you with a better, stronger bankroll, and obviously we're not going to be using, if you want to use it with the calculator, that's fine, but the calculator is only geared for one outcome, for one entry, like playing one number, or a split street, or at 5 to 1 odds, or whatever the case may be. And you can still use the calculator for the 6 lines, which is a split street, but this is using each number, right? And so you're not going to be using over here. We just have to actually, I'll show it to you on the module. So let's jump in and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. Again, this is using the 6 lines or the split street with individual numbers. Okay, as you all know, once you have the Neurx opened, it's all going to be checked off, right? For using the 6 line, you're not going to use Neurx special. Okay, so like you're going to uncheck all of these things. That's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to uncheck this because you're only going to be using one parameter, which is the 6 line. Unless you're using the calculator, you're going to keep it at Neurx special, because you're basically, let's say it was this. I'm just going to show you something here. Okay, I'm just putting in random numbers. Okay, just so you see. Okay, now let's say it came up here. You're going to be using the calculator. You're going to be playing this split street, right, at 5 to 1 odds, because notice it doesn't show you a bet amount. But if you're going to use the Neurx for it, which is a little more conservative and, of course, aggressive at the same time, you're not going to use Neurx special. You're going to switch to medium. Okay, or you can use, obviously, you can use light or ultra light, whatever have you. Okay, these are less aggressive. You can go back and forth, but you're not going to blow out your bankroll. Okay, or it's not going to be that easy to blow out your bankroll. So we want to keep it on medium, and then you want to check here, fields in prediction, which is 1. Okay, of course, when you hit, it'll have an automatic bet reset. Now this, if you're using the Neurx, not the calculator, this is critical. Okay, this we know is 1 because it's only one parameter or one field. But this is going to be critical, because whatever you set your starting bet amount is, that's what your base bet is. So in this case, if it's 3 units, it's 3 units, right? And if you're playing with 10 cents, that's fine, because that's only a 30-cent bet on each number. If it was 1, it's only a 10-cent bet on each number if you're playing with 10 cents. If you're playing with 50 cents, it's 1 50-cent chip on each number. But if you're playing with $1, well, it makes sense to just keep it at 1, okay? If you're playing with, like I said, 25 cents, and you want to play, $1 and something cents on each number, that's up to you. Whatever you set this at, that's the value of each bet on each number, okay? Unless you're playing the outside, which is like, let's say up here, or, the split street itself, then again, this is going to be your determining factor, what makes you comfortable. Okay, so without further ado, we reset everything. Once you hit reset app, just want you to know all the numbers on the top are going to disappear. And hopefully after you make a target or a profit of 10 units or more, you get out, you take a break, and that's pretty much all you need. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, so here's how we're going to play this, okay? Again, we're using medium, a little more aggressive, but we're using medium. We're using 1 starting bet, because we're going to be not using the split street. We're going to use the same 6 line, split street, but we're not going to be playing the split streets. We're actually going to be playing each individual number in the split street, plus the 0 with this strategy, because it can happen, okay? So the first thing we need to do is, first of all, we're using a $1,000 bankroll. I'm going to show you. This is some serious stuff here, okay? You can really make some, decent coin in a short period of time. Okay, so I'm just going to plug in a few numbers here, and then we will get this thing to populate. Okay, it usually takes more than 3 or 4. So we'll start with 4. We'll plug it in, and then we'll show you. So 34, 36, 11, and 16. So we're going to put in 34, 36, 11, 16. Let's see if anything came up. Nothing came up because it will come up, right? What I do want to do is, when we get this, I want to get a notepad open, and I'll show you. Okay, so 30. Let's see if anything's going to come up. And you know what? It's not always going to be accurate there. This is telling you 1 unit. Okay, so I'm just basing it on that. Okay, so what I would do is, let me just get a notepad. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to put a time in here. Okay, so there's no fudging here, no redos. Your bankroll is 1,000. So it's 755. So your numbers are 15 through 18. Obviously, you can split this street, right? Which is like splitting it here, right? We're not going to do that. We're going to go 1 on 0. Always play the 0. We're going to go 1 unit. According to that, that's all you're playing, right? Now watch. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you had the miss. I know I'm going to repeat that bet, but let's see what goes down. Okay, the number is 7. Okay, this is probably going to move. Who knows? It might stay in the same place. I don't know. Well, actually did move. So this is what you do. Now I'm going to go 27 through 30. Okay, so far I've spent 13 plus 7. So I don't have to increase just yet. But look at the power and the potential of this. Okay, had a miss. I'm only going to go 3 deep, by the way. But it depends. When I say 3 deep, like 3 sets of numbers. Okay, in this case, it's 33 through 36. So I'm going to go 33 through 36. I'm just being very conservative. Okay. Well, that was a hit. Even though I'm down, I'm at 997. Okay, I could have increased here. And that's what you should do, but I don't have to. Not yet, if I didn't want to. Most people, you will. Okay. Okay, 35 was your number. So I'm going to put 35 in here. And I'm going to play 21 through 24. Just follow my lead. Okay, very conservative. Keeps you in the game long enough to be able to make a profit and get out. 10 units or more, I'm gone. Oh, look at this. I'm $26 ahead. What's the time? In 1 minute. That's not bad. I'm $26 ahead in 1 minute. Now, let's say I cleared this, okay? So let me just clear it, because I made my target. Okay, so I'm just going to clear this. Okay. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to reset the IproNeurx. Okay? And let's get the numbers in, and I'll show you. I'll compare it with this, and we'll go from there. Okay? Because our first, obviously we came back, and we're at 1,026, and whatever time it is. You don't have to go nuts on this, okay? So 0, that's fine. We're 1,024. And then we'll set the time again to show you the lapse of, not the lapse, but the time lapse, and see how far it goes, okay? You just want to make a profit and get out. Do you realize, and I'm being honest here, do you realize if you even made $30 a day, it's $900 a month? It's over $10,000 a year? Really? Even if you made $30 a day. I'm not saying you have to only make that, but it's a point. Okay? That if you did that, you would be surprised what the outcome could be. Okay? You want to make $50 a day, you're making over $15,000 a year. Why not? Okay? Just don't go ahead of yourselves. Tell yourself, you know what? I hit my target, I take a break, I come back. But this thing, it's magic if you know what you're doing. Okay? So it's saying 27 through 30. Well, let's start the clock now. Again. Okay? Here we go. It's like we came back. We restarted. We reset everything. Okay? So we're at 1058. And our balance is 1026. I'd like to get to 136. And I'm pretty happy for the day. So my first bet is going to be 0. And then whatever this told me to do. Okay? Which is, yeah, right there. Let's go. Okay, so it's 6. All right, so I put in the 6, it says 9 through 12. All right, so I'm going to rebet, and I'm going to play 9 through 12. There we go. I'm at 1,040. I just want to make 10 bucks or more. Let's put the time in. Okay, let's see what the time is. 1 minute. Folks, do you realize in a process of 2 minutes, 7:55 to 7:56 is 1 minute. 7:58 to 7:59 is 1 minute. In 2 minutes, I've made $40. In 2 minutes, I've made $40. Of course, if I want to play, I will make $100 an hour. But this 40 times 30 days is $1,200 a month. I'm making a $12,000 a year income. I would like to do this one last time. Okay, so this way the world cannot turn around and say, well, you know, oh, it's just a fluke. Okay, so what do you want to do? Reset. Okay, so you see the bankroll here, it's 1040. Let me just get all the numbers, let me get the numbers populated again, okay, as if we took a break and you came back in. Okay, I'm just going to put the numbers in and we're ready to play, because I don't want to keep this video too long. 22, let me just spin and get all the numbers ready and we'll start playing, okay? Okay, folks, so we're back. Our last play was the number 34, 22, 20, 25, 7, and 34. As you can see up here, 34, 27, 25, 20, 22, it's there. Next move is, if we back this out, because the last number was 34, look, there we go, that's the proof. Okay, so that's in. I'm just going to re-put the numbers in, so you see 22, 20, 25, 7, and 34. Okay, I cleared it out. So I wanted to show you whenever you come back in, you're going to have to do this, okay? Okay. 22, 20, 25, 7, and 34. 22. Oh, sorry. 22, 20, 25, 7, and 34. 25, 7, and 30, and 34. Just wanted you to see, okay? Now, obviously, this has got to be medium, so we'll put this out. Okay, I wanted you to see the experience of you logging back out and logging back in. Okay, let's set a time again. Okay, and let's go for it. Okay, so your time now is 8:04 because we took a break. Okay, 1040. We just want to get to 1,050. Okay, so my first play is going to be, obviously, 0. All right, clear this out. Okay. Okay, so I had a miss. 25 came down. There is no play. When this happens, you are going to free spin, but remember, that was your first bet, okay? So just don't forget that. Okay, so you're back to the drawing board here. Okay, 19. Okay, so you're back there. So all you're going to do is 0. That doesn't mean that it's actually going to always go back in that same spot. Just letting you know. Okay, it just so happened that that's where it wants you to go. Okay, so 30. You don't have that. Now it gives you this column. So you're going to just rebet and play this column. Okay. Remember, the max you can go is 3 columns. Okay. Put the 10 in. And now it's saying 9 through 12. Okay, so we're going to go here, and I am going to increase. Okay. Again, you can't be afraid. You got to, you just want to make your targets, and, sometimes you'll have a couple of misses here and there. Not the least that you should be worried. Just stick it out, and you're going to be just fine. Well, guess what? You don't even have to worry about anything right now because you're at 1,047. Okay, so you're like $3 away, 3 units away from your profit, okay, for your target. But here's the thing. Guess where it's sending you? It's sending you here. So 0. There you go. Okay. Just trying to get to 1,050. Remember that. Okay. Okay, 29. And it's telling you to go here. Okay. You had a miss. No secret, no problem. Now it's telling you to go here. And this is where you need to pay attention, okay? By this time, I am now going to increase. Okay. Because if you hit and you're still down a little bit like you were just now, like $3 or whatever, just have the faith. You'll be fine. Look at where I am. I just needed to get to 1,050. Let's look at the time right now. In 3 minutes, 3 minutes, folks. Not 1 minute the last time. In 3 minutes, I've made $20 again. So in a total of 4 minutes of play, 4 minutes, how much time is that? Nothing. I've made $60. So let's say I was to make, in not 4 minutes, but in 30 minutes, I was to make $60. That's $120 an hour, folks. Okay? You're talking about a $30,000 a year plus job for a half hour of your day. This is why it's that important to get the NeuRx and do it the right way. Okay, thanks again for taking the time to look at this. Visit us at www.iprologicfx.com. Come out there and go make your money.